Well, hello everyone. This is comrade-Sirius and welcome to episode, I don't know, 70? Maybe something. But what you are seeing is the last cableway pole in Redogene, and that thing is growing and it will get connected all our cabins that we, to be honest, we kinda crave, and that's where we are. Welcome to Redogene, welcome to Prague series, and well, I hope you have fun. You can see rope length we are at almost 3000 meters, like almost exactly. We have our motor off because we do not have any wagons. But what is great is that we are actually having, you know, this thing done, and therefore we can start with, you know, sorting the waste, or at least, you know, being the thing that would work to do. That would work. This is 8% quality, which was probably not the best mine to start with. This one is 32%, and this one is 48%. So these would be much better to finish. Well, who is here to supply fuel? So these guys, and apparently this was the last one that has not been supplied yet. So that's a great thing. So please do it. And we can also buy few trucks. I was thinking about manufacturing them for a while. And to be fair, we can absolutely take a look into, not here, but somewhere into Vysočany. Because in Vysočany they have a convoy of death. I don't know where it will be. Yes, you can see it right about here. Those are all those, you know, old Rusobalt trucks, and, you know, many more. They are on their last march. I have no idea why they are driving through the you know, for the transformator, but yes, they are definitely driving, and them being here probably means that we are no longer having any problems in the city, if there at least were some. Yep, these machines definitely stayed here, and I'm not sure we should be able to transfer them all the way up there. And you can see first buses reached here. We are not having water, and by the way, we are not having any storage for mixed waste, which is, you know, kind of funny, but hey, at least this is doing something. You know, reconstruction from a city. Can you please just, you know, build shit like this? It would be great. And these rails probably should be done, I'm not saying in no time, but eventually. So can you please just maybe do it? 1, 2. Would appreciate it. Well, hopefully. Well, we'll see. They may done it after a while. We have this factory done. It has no water, and it has no water, and it also has no sewage. What I would like to manufacture are Tatra 111, and you can see those are slightly above 100,000. They should have families set up, so that's a thing. I'm not meaning the tank, but that's definitely that. They definitely do not belong here. But you know, 10 tons open hull. It would be nice, but I'm not buying them right now because I need to build up a little bit money, and also it would be fine to at least, you know, have some pieces up here. But the factory will not work without sewage, so we have a sewage pipe which has not been connected. We have planned water pipe which I'm not sure if it was connected before or not, or who I did this with, if it was a Czech or English series. I'm back after the holidays, so yeah, give me please a little break. What we made in Czech part was to connect one very long and very expensive bridge towards the other side, and here it stays for a while. to make the crossing of all those rails and probably, you know, the area as well. It will need a little bit of patience and help. Though, to be fair, the highway is around, you know, getting built. These are groundworks and so on. So that will eventually happen. Hopefully it will happen, you know, fast enough. Also, we are working on the bridge for trams to be able to go, so that's fine. One of the last bastions just fell down at Vyšehrad. That's also fine. Nothing too special here, so let's move back to Radotín, where we will probably stay for quite some time. Now, we need to work on the bauxite. I don't know how many workers we do need, and this is, you know, 2,000 tons for bauxite, and probably would be fine to have these two connections finished. This, by the way, is for a gravel, and this thing has no power. Why it has no power? Because someone forgot to put a power. Someone forgot to put a lot of power. All of these jazz have no power yet. We have the transformer, but we have no sequential power. It's not great. One of these, and yes, that's the aluminum plant. One of these have a direct connection. It doesn't need it, but it's strongly recommended, because if you take a look at this, that thing can eat up to 2.5 megawatts. So it's absolutely recommended. So that's what we'll do. We will basically let them dig a wire there. Is it needed way too fast? I don't think it's needed too fast, but it's probably needed in the short future. So that's what we are doing. And yes, I will just, you know, drive it through the factory, because there's no reason not to. That's one thing. Now, all of these things around will need some coverage, and they have this substation. This quite loaded in theory. As you can see, the consumption is nothing, but let's add them few, because for example, this aluminum oxide plant will absolutely need, though it consumes only 285 kilowatts, so that's not too bad, I guess. And it would be fine to, you know, have it covered, so that's what we'll do. 0.5. That's coverage for basically all of this, including the stop, which is fine. Then we'll get another substation. This thing will have a primary coverage. Primary coverage? Yeah, probably. I'm sometimes looking for words, so please be kind and... yeah, just kind. And by the way, this is an end station. It would be probably fine to have it covered as well. What is this road? Asphalt. Someone was really... someone felt really advanced. Well, not anymore. To be fair, it's still not connected anyway, so who even gives a damn? Let's do like 10 people here, maybe 4 6, because you can definitely build this bridge. I can even have like 5, because I will forget. This thing is very easy, you know, the skeleton part, and then it's just a lot of concrete and asphalt, and that things should be, you know, doable with just normal people. 4 6, because people from Radotín should definitely build this stop. They cannot build this though, because it's a path that has no normal connection. So that's about it. 4 5 4 6. How about this thing? Yeah, they do not have it done. They should have these bits. I don't know who is working on it, but it's a crane, so please do it fast. Good. I digress. I know. Is it a problem? Maybe. Probably not. Will this thing have fire coverage? I doubt it. How far can these go? They can go a lot. And here is another fire station somewhere. Yeah, down here. So it probably is in cover distance. If it will burn down, that it shouldn't be too big of a problem because we have big technical services and these roads should get a priority. Maybe. I don't know. There's just so many things happening at once. I'm kind of losing track. But, well, 1.85 megawatts, we can definitely, and we should definitely connect them to a separate transformer. So that's what I will do. We got F4 on, but it doesn't matter because now it does nothing. It apparently doesn't snap big wires to smaller wires. So we'll go towards here, please. And then the other two. So that's one. That's two. Where are we going? This is a very unforgiving area. Let's put it this way. So we'll go across the building. All around here and up. And then we need to go from the other side. Which is quite a big distance. I'm not sure it would be appreciated by real world techs, because the medium voltage wires have limited range of effectivity. That's why you use transformers on longer distances and not a lot of smaller wires. But hey, apparently it could be worth it. By the way, this thing can absolutely get joined together, and this should be it. Yeah. I'm just looking if it's, changing colors somewhere. It's probably not. So, yeah, we are fine. So, yeah, we can do it. So, that's one thing. Then there's another stuff, and do I have a depot? I do. Can the depot be reached from customs? It can. And it has a service attached. It has. That's fine. Also, just for your information, we added few Tatra covered trucks to supply our hotels. So no more food shortage, and hopefully tourists will be pleased. We have a lot of tourists up here, and it feels like we could use more. I don't know. Maybe there were some tourists who left way too early because we didn't have food, but now they should be able to, just get in. But we have 4 buses. They should be, able to fill this hotel pretty easily because we have a lot of attractions and so on. I'll keep my eyes on it. This is in Jablitz. I'm not really interested in it right now. What I am interested in is buying a locomotive and a few wagons and to start moving. To get this thing moving. Because we will have a bauxite. If we have bauxite, we can send it down here. By the way, here can be a crane. So definitely then would be enough. Here can also be a crane, so I don't know, then would be enough. But you know what? I'm going to use my 3 cranes because, yes, they are all parked here. So 1, 2, that's fine. 3, this is also fine. That would be really useful. And, these things can get a higher priority while we're at it. Do we need a lot more? We probably do. Okay, 4, 5, we need to supply all those container stands. Sure. 4, 6, yes. Those stands need to be connected. We have mixed waste, and I told you all, guys, we want mixed waste. Do I want to experiment? Yes, I do. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want to experiment with construction waste for it to be, you know, sorted. And you can apply these settings to all the other guys. On the run, we have a vehicle for this. And you know, yeah, they have it selected that they should put it here. There's one guy that he has nothing to do, so that's absolutely fine and expected. We'll need more people. Yes, we will. We are also demolishing this thing, so that's quite a big priority. But it has only 128 tons right now. I will definitely keep an eye on it and will keep it this way. Well, do I want to spend more on trucks? Well, excavators I do. 1, 2. 48. 1, 2. Fuck, we're losing money again. Like a lot. 41. Yeah. 1, 2. And here it's 31, so I'll give it 1. We need to keep some money. Now we also need buses. Like, you know, some bus that would go here and help us to do it all. Do we have some unemployment rate, by the way? I'm not sure. We do. Quite a lot, actually. That's cute. Do we have some buses? I'm not sure. We may have used them already for something. Yeah, can I buy buses? I can't. Because we have spent all our money that could have been used for the license, but that's why I didn't do it. But we have used all our money for, you know, something else. We do have trolley buses, but I'm not sure that trolley buses are the perfect solution for it. Especially because this is a trolley bus stop, but it has no connection to any trolley bus roads in its vicinity. So that's, you know, quite an issue. We could technically plan a road connection for trolley buses that would go all the way around and would just join around here, which is not a bad idea. We can absolutely try it. Because then it would, you know, make sense to just run additional trolleybus connection to our industry. Maybe this node would be a better connection, and you know, run it here, through here, and then do this, and all the way back. It would be a secondary line that would run, you know, only a few times. And then it would run... Oh, well, we have public transit, so that shouldn't be too big of a problem. But yes, okay, let's do it. Let's plan it, because it feels like a good idea to have a secondary road option. So why the hell not? We will follow the terrain here, which will result in quite nasty stuff. I know. The sad thing is that I'm absolutely incapable to do anything about it. Because this is a rock, and you cannot normally terraform a rock. So it will be a little glitchy at these parts. I apologize to everyone who loves it when I do things, you know, smoothly and nicely. This is not the case, and it's not the case because of game's limits. What I can do is absolutely this, you know, to make it, you know, better looking, but it still doesn't change anything, sadly, for all of us. Well, so that will be a connection. Maybe not the best idea to do such thing right now, because reasons. We got a lot of workers, but those are, you know, suppliers and with concrete. So yeah, that will take a while. It's something we can... something we can do later. Also, these things can probably get constructed somewhere in the future. Maybe not right now, but somewhere in the future. Because it would be fine to have... Well, it would be tricky if just 350 tons will just siphon to that thing. Better to construct it not in the winter. Well, but it should work. Okay. To be fair, we can get something like a single bus. That would work. How is it? How is this thing looking? Yeah, we are fine. Okay. Can we get a single bus? I think we can. This is demo office. Oh yeah, demo office. That's something these guys do. By the way, does it mean that this thing is a high priority? It does not, but okay. Because we have been destroying a lot of houses, like basically the whole village, and they felt like they have nowhere to put this thing, this type of waste, which was probably correct. And you are delivering, yeah, the electronic components. That's fine. That's good. We can then start, construction of completely new part of the city, which would be interesting to say the least. Well, let's hope it won't bite us till the eyes. And I really want to look at Jablitze. So, this is what we'll keep right now. And no, I need a bus. Give me a bus. One bus, nothing special. Like, no workshop, please. This is probably good enough. 29 people. Do something smaller, 1765. We can still buy it. I don't know. 1953. Why? Lock according to years. So I shouldn't be able to buy vehicle to buy a bus that ends in 1953 when it's 1955. So either there is a typo, or I don't know. So let's not do it like there's a typo. This is 1958. Should be fine. Let's buy one and only one, because that feels like that's enough. And it will be very simple. At least it feels like it. There can be workers around here. There will be many workers around here. So you will load people. Probably not, students and so on. Maybe even not university educated, because they have different roles. You will go through here and yeah. Then to this stop, also load only workers. And you will transport them. Well, if there will be nobody, then you will just return. And then you will come here, you will unload everyone. If there will be, someone more, you will just go there. But, that should do it. Hopefully it will be enough. I don't know. I have no idea at all what it will do. And I have no idea what type of waste all of this will produce. Hopefully only construction waste, which will, get served by these nice guys that we have. Construction waste, by the way, should get absolutely delivered to our facility. That's what our guys are supposed to do. And by the way, we are having 2 cranes down here, and they are doing nothing. So yes, please, can you do something about it? We are not currently building the aluminum oxide plant. We probably should have, because we are losing a lot of well, not losing, but we are having a lot of stuff, you know, just sitting around. So that's what I will do. I will tell our guys to just construct a lot of this stuff. Hopefully it will be, you know, enough. This thing probably should be way faster because there are those facilities already put down, and yeah, it should be fine. Mixing chemicals. Why? They should be coming, right? We're just not... Yeah, we're just not keeping up. So we need to take a look at, well, since we're here, what was the footpath that I was promised? Yeah, that's our new city part that we designed together. So I hope you will like it. I hope that I will like it. We'll see. Asphalt footpath, yes, sure. A few more asphalt footpaths as well. I'm not sure how far I want them. This thing. I feel like I want only a, you know, normal footpath, because that feels like what should be there. This will be also just a normal one. And that's about it. Do we have any other, you know, issues? Yes, we are, because we will definitely need some type of road connection behind our houses, so we can connect to the... it's called... It's the shop. Yeah, to the shop. We can also have, you know, just a normal path like this one. And yes, here we are. That's probably all we can do right now anyways. Right, yeah, that's it. So, for one, and we are not critically low on money, but we are pretty low on money, so that's where we will be for a while. Also, this thing can probably get constructed. Why it's not? Yeah, because it's not connected to anything. But the road is done, so yeah, screw it. Build it. We will need it to, you know, for our republic to run efficiently. I was like, well, we are running low on money, and then like 80,000, that's a lot. Yeah, if you look at it, it's like, you know, this month, just train came and exported like 90,000 of clothing. I was like, okay, we're fine. That's how we are running up and down on money. I was a little bit worried if I didn't outdo it, but yeah, we're apparently we are in no trouble right now. How is it looking in our vehicle storage? Yeah, they have plenty of stuff, and they have plenty of, you know, storage in here, so we do not need to worry about them anytime soon. And it feels like they will be capable of, you know, doing all of this stuff. By the way, these are people from Vysočany. Yeah, it looks like they are pretty, you know, it looks like they are pretty fine in, you know, managing all of these. So yeah, we'll let them work on that. No, it's not like we can afford licenses. Anyway, I'm just watching about, you know, a few of the stuff. One of them is this construction of new tracks. We definitely need to do something about it. By the way, why is this thing not having any gravel at all? That's not good, because then it means these guys are, you know, not utilized properly. Where is the problem? Like, it's definitely... No, these are for reconstructions, yes. These guys are doing some stuff. We do have... I was like, we're having a lot of gravel. It's apparently not true, but... Now we will need to replace our suppliers way too fast anyway. So who is coming here, by the way? Yeah, there are 2 vehicles on the line, if I remember. And this guy is... He wasn't at repair. They did have an extra friend, but the friend is no longer existent. Probably due to the reason that it has been blocking the station for way too long. Can I simply just steal some guy and add it to the line? I probably can. Or, and that's probably even a better thing to do. Let's replace these 4-ton guys with normal truck, because that's probably, well, we know what normal truck means, like much higher capacity. It's not 1 ton. 4.5 ton, yes, these guys do 40. Wet 3S would be probably better. 6.5 would be even better. Can we have blue ones? We can have blue ones. Sure. So that's what we will have. So that's 1. You can start. That's the second one. You can start. And now we have 4 vehicles on the line, which is definitely an overkill. And these 2 guys now will get reassigned to construction offices. These 3 are apparently all full, which is not a great stuff. But we have these, you know, I would say backup offices, or to be fair, we can even assign them to Libeň, because there's a lot of gravel. And I will want to replace these guys in the future anyways, so yeah. By the way, these guys should not have gravel assigned, and these guys should have only asphalt assigned. Yep. Why are you not doing anything for free? It feels like there's a lot of work to do. I don't like the idea that these guys are doing absolutely nothing, and yeah, there's concrete and asphalt, and it's like, fuck off, start doing something. Is it a problem that we are not having any... We are though, so that's a very lame excuse on your part, guys. Yep, that's fine. By the way, this is on, you know, gravel loading. Not sure we need it. But it's nice to have it. We're missing boards. Yeah, we need a massive modernization. I'm not sure we can afford it though, but well, that's a different topic. Well, looking at bauxite mines, we are definitely mining a lot faster than this little guy. And that means a lot more waste should be piling up. They should put mixed waste into here. I'm not sure they will make it in time, but well, that's a lot of gravel, by the way, for 1 excavator. Why are we having an excavator on this task? Well, it did happen, so well, no point in taking it harshly. Though to be fair, we probably should expand our substations network a bit, which is probably something I will do right now behind camera, because we have few of these mines, few more of these mines. So I'll just have like 1 or 2 substations, probably 2, and I will bring wires to them. But I'm really curious. Yeah, there's a little bit of bauxite. There are some workers, like 2 right now. Not great. Yeah, they are not working here. But they should then be processing bauxite, and we have a lot of it. Can we? Because we have train tracks, which is something we probably should, you know, get to it anyway. So, what I would like to have is to have these rails probably, on a high priority, and let me know when this is done, because I will need to get, behind it anyway. Let's pick it up there. But we will need a locomotive. This is probably a high priority as well, please. And all of this feels like it is done. Well, by all of it, I mean almost all of it. And yeah, these things are basically just, really small pieces. But it means one simple thing. Yeah, this is just fine. Please finish this soon. Can we buy a used... Oh, fuck, no, I didn't want to buy this. Can we buy... Yeah, for 7,000 we can buy a very used locomotive. We cannot fix something that's 42 years old. To any decent shape, probably. We can try. I'm really keen on trying to. So. Let's just do it. It will be very interesting. We can also buy this thing, but it's not... What is this, by the way? It's a... Well, can we just scrap it for 2.7? I don't want to. You know what we'll do? I know what we'll do with this. Okay, this thing will go to this depot. It will look absolutely horrible. Yeah. Like, that's... It looks so bad, it's not even funny. Like, you can change skins, but it's not doing anything. And we are going to set this to, 20% like usual. I'm not sure it will work. Like, not sure at all. But I would like to have it, repaired. And once it will reaches, yeah, it goes to... It goes here. So. When repaired, 73% after repairs. I don't know. It might be worth it, might not. Vehicles this old are, not great. But, well, we'll see. Once it reaches here, it should get auto-picked up, though to be fair, it will happen probably on its own, because I forced that, so they should be, Yeah, now they are there. It will also consume a lot of, components. But well, it will help us. By the way, this... When I bought this vehicle, I might as well utilize it. It's also, coming. It will go across the whole map without a single drop of fuel, but they will, dismantle it. Yes, you have overfilled sewage and all. This, yes, okay, I understand. Not great. I know. These are technical services. Yeah, you're not done even slightest. Which also brings me to the bigger problem. Like, how are we going to, even get waste from all of this area? For which I have not a good answer. Like, not at all. We are going to have... these guys are working, though, well, technically. So, all of these we can and are probably able to utilize by, having decent waste distribution office, because they can absolutely, like, pick stuff up here. So it's not great, because that part... Well, they will have their own distribution office, so that's where we will end right now. Well, that's it. That's some a little bit. That's a little bit of work we did together, and I'm going to get the Kuchler area and the Slibenets part ready for, expansion, which means, planning 2 more substations. I hope that these guys will get, working soon, which feels like they should. And I'm really curious about these guys. Once they will demolish this thing, which is, quite soon, they will have only those houses on the other side of the river to just dispose. It should be fine. By the way, what is this? Yeah, that's the new one I bought. Fuck. Just blocking all of stuff. Yeah, not great. Especially now, but well, what can one do? I planned this, I made this, so that's where I will suffer, because that's what, that's what I deserve apparently. So that's what we'll have. I'll also change these bridges to, like, I don't know, 5, 10. Do not need that many, so that's what we'll have. Well, anyway, we have a lot of bauxite, or at least, something that looks like a lot of bauxite. We then need to start selling this thing or start working on it, but that's not too easy. So probably, more people, more lines. Or, at least a larger capacity line. Sure, that will happen. We have a lot of plans in the future. So, see you in the next episode. Bye bye.